All right, tell them what you did.
I fucked up and lost all of your audio on your best monologue that you've ever done.
So my greatest monologue, you didn't record it.
Well, I recorded the video.
Do it. Fix it. You're going to read up until when you finally had a light bulb go off and realize that you were fucking up. So now, go ahead. And you're going to get heckled while you do it. Do it.
Oh, no.
Go ahead. Hey, introduce who we have. Tell them it's going to be a great show.
We have Roz and Samara Turner from the Turner Talent Network. It is an amazing show. They're hilarious and great people. And we had a really good time.
Yeah, let's get on with it. Bad joke monologue. Go.
No.
Do it.
Okay. Let's see. Louisiana Food Pantry.
You suck.
I didn't even say anything. No, that's not fair.
Okay, go.
Louisiana Food Pantry holds a food drive, but no one shows up for free food. I guess they heard Molly was cooking.
Where's the crickets?
I don't know.
I delivered it way better. Now do it. Next one.
I'm talking about myself.
Yeah, I know.
Japan is set up to release reduced radioactive water into the sea starting in 2022. At least Godzilla won't have to wade through our straws.
Weed?
What?
You said weed.
Wade.
He's
got them written out beautifully for me, and they're hilarious.
And you just say what you want. You don't even read it. Here, I'll even move it down to the next one that you can bomb. Let's go.
Why did you read these? You're so much better at them.
I did. Why didn't you record them? I killed the room. Go.
Convicted murderer Stephen Gallant? Out on a day pass will receive early parole for stopping a London Bridge attacker using a narwhal tusk. Police shot attackers and reminded Gallant never to bring a narwhal tusk to a gunfight.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
Chicago wins rattiest city in America for 6th straight year in a row. If you got a rat problem, I say we put the mob back in charge.
I say we do. Say Tom says put the mob back.
Well, if you were reading them.
Oh, my God. Go.
Danby House is being sued because workers are encouraging residents to fight. They forgot the first rule of Nursing Home Fight Club is you don't talk about Nursing Home Fight Club.
Now, when I did that, I had the audience do that. You did. And you should have had me say it. Go ahead.
Can we redo it?
No. We're not redoing. This is all you get. Go. Get it.
NASA is launching a 4G network on the moon. Just when you think you got some peace and quiet, you get to call your car's warranty.
Or if you listen to the live. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. You want some real peace and quiet? Listen to the first 5 minutes of our show that Molly didn't hit or had us muted. That'll get you peace and quiet. You got to be able to improv in between.
New study shows baby shampoo and mouthwash kill 99.9% of coronavirus. I already have a belly full of bleach. How much stuff am I supposed to drink? I'm going to solve the problem and use my next stimulus to buy a red toilet. Wait, why a red toilet?
Because I'm pissing blood. It's not that funny when you have to explain it.
I'm sorry.
You got 2 more jokes before I come in.
Okay. Lexington Middle School. It's hard when I didn't write these. I'm sorry.
Go.
Lexington Middle School quarantines student under COVID rules when she fatigues from her cycle. Hopefully, it's only for a short period. But I'm bummed. PA family attacked by a bear for the 2nd time in 2 years. Police have confiscated all of their picnic baskets.
There you go. And now let's get on with me finishing up the only 2 jokes that she recorded of my monologue.
They really were good when he did them.
They'll figure it out in a minute here. See you later. Bye. Molly's supposed to be on that. Come on, Mom.
Slow rim shot.
Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin will not be shown on network TV this year. When the executives were asked why, they replied, and Kim Jong-il is trying to smuggle black market Danish bull semen back into North Korea to improve their livestock. Unfortunately, when he was on the plane ride home, he sneezed. That's my black market bull semen. And here's William for you guys.
So our guests today are Roz, Turner, and Samara. Palabisky? There you go. Palubisky.
You can just say
Pal. Samara Powell, formerly Turner. I've known these ladies for so many years when my kids were middle school age. And my youngest son this Thursday turned 7. And my oldest son will be 40 in June. That's how long I've known them.
Lord have mercy.
So I know it's really starting to hit me. So I remember when they were in college, they took me out for Father's Day, and we were enjoying a nice Father's Day meal. A couple comes in with a 5 or 6 year old kid. They sit down at the table next to us. The kid starts banging on the table. The parents just ignore it. The kid gets up from the table, starts running around the restaurant. The parents say nothing. One of my sons turns to me. He goes, Dad, on this Father's Day, I just want to let you know that I hope I can be as good a father to my kids as you were to me. I will never allow my kids to run around that restaurant and behave like that. And I hope I can be as good a parent to my kids as you were to me. I was touched. I thought I was going to get emotional. So I reached out and I gave him a smack in the head. I said, get your elbows off the damn table. And then I stuck my foot out and I tripped that little bastard as he ran by. Because it takes a village. And that son has become a parent. And he had a little baby girl who looks just like him. And my son looks like me.
Yeah.
My granddaughter looks just like me. And you know, the day my granddaughter was born, my ex-wife calls me up. And she said, what do you want the baby to call you? I'm like, the baby was just born. Let's hang on a minute. I haven't even thought about it. She goes, well, I'm just letting you know, my man is Pawpaw. I'm like, well, your man is not her Pawpaw. He's not related to her. And y'all aren't even married. Well, I'm just telling you, he's Pawpaw. She's laying claim to Pawpaw. So I call my son up and I'm like, hey, he's supposed to be Pawpaw? He goes, yeah, I don't care. What do you care about that? What if I want to be Pawpaw? He's like, well, then he can be Pawpaw number 1 and you can be Pawpaw number 2. I'm like, I'm number 2? I'm the poo-poo Pawpaw? Because that's right, because you're the shit. I'm like, no. So now I got to be Grampy. And the thing that bothers me, because I raised my sons in Wisconsin, but my son happens to live close to his mother now. And so Pawpaw and Nana get to see them all the time. So my grandkids see him more than they see me. And then my ex-wife will passive aggressively put the baby on his lap, take pictures and throw it up on Facebook, Pawpaw and the baby. And I never knew such a thing as Pawpaw jealousy, but yeah, I got that. So now my granddaughter is older. She's like 7 years old. And when I'm visiting with her, we're talking and she's like, you know, Nana and Pawpaw bought me a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day. And I had just had about enough of it. I said, let me tell you something, little girl. That's not your real Pawpaw. That's just some dude who's shacking up with Nana. Shacking up means living in sin, and that makes Jesus cry because in the eyes of God, your Nana's a hoe.
Oh.
Yeah. In heaven, that's called the Hosanna.
Oh.
And your Nana's Hosanna in the highest. Let me tell you something, little girl. You don't have to sit on no man's lap. Say, you're not related to me, and punch him in the nuts. She said, where are his nuts? I said, they're in Nana's purse. And so we laughed and had a good time. And she goes, well, what does that mean, Grampy? I said, that means Nana and Papa are going to burn in hell forever and ever. Enjoy your chocolates. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. So my son had a child, and then they had another child. And then within 4 years, they had 3 kids. So my son calls me up on the phone. He goes, listen, I'm going to tell you this. I don't want you to try to talk me out of it. I'm getting a vasectomy. I was like, all right, good call, man. 3 is plenty, you know? So the day of the vasectomy, I wanted to call him up and find out how it went. So I said, hey, man, how did it go? He goes, actually, it didn't hurt that bad. I'm not in really that much pain. And I took the family out and we're enjoying a nice family meal. I said, well, listen, I just want you to know, I think it's a good adult decision you made. I'm proud of you and I love you. He said, Dad, I'm going to have to call you back. My kids are running around the restaurant and banging on the tables. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
I know. I was nervous in front of you.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
You were nervous?
I got a comment.
That's
All
my
right.
comedy mama.
Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails podcast, episode 44, our first ever 44th episode of the second season, coming to you live from the Coldwell Banker Homesale Realty Studios here in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, maybe interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com, or give him a call, 414-235-0763. He'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And welcome, Roz and Samara Turner of the Turner Talent Network.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies,
to
for
be
coming all the way up to the third floor. Like how we didn't mention that when we said, would you like to come
Yeah.
to our studio?
No
Extra workout is
elevator,
always good.
octogenarian, and I went down and up twice, but that's okay.
Twice. And she walked in on me when I was in the men's room. I asked, I didn't see it. I thought this was the ladies' room.
It was dark.
It was plenty dark, so it was good. So neither one of us are really embarrassed. But I just have to say this about Roz Turner. She was my comedy mother. She helped develop me into what I am today. I took her workshop many times, not just because I was learning things, but because she is hilarious. You guys are in for a treat. Once she gets going, she will have you in stitches. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome, Samara, too.
Thank you. What a build-up. Now, how do you follow that? I'm going to say one thing about William, though. I'm so glad I liked the monologue. If it was sucked, I would have said, I never saw him before today. But now I can say he was one of my prized pupils. And I'll tell you why. He stayed current because he used to do baby things. I said stay current. Now he's doing grandpa, papa, poo-poo things. And I saw him in the bathroom, but so what? I changed his diapers between classes years ago.
I asked you 5 minutes earlier if you had to go potty. I should have said, could you try for me?
She gets all the way up the stairs and she goes, I got to go to the bathroom.
I can't believe they.
Molly,
And
put
then
some newspaper down next time.
Then they found they had an elevator, but that's okay.
It only goes down.
Only goes
Right.
down. You have to go up the stairs.
But I liked his callback. I was critiquing him in my mind the whole time. He remembered all of his teachings. That's what I have to say. So I'm honored to be here. Before I was yelling about the elevator.
Well, before you get
Now
too
I'm fine.
crazy, guess what time it is?
We're done. Oh,
Hot seat.
uh-oh.
Wow, yeah.
Woo!
All right, these are questions I just come up with on a whim, and you
Okay.
ladies get to answer them. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you get road rage?
I didn't drive for 6 months because of COVID, so
Because I got so pissed off at that asshole in front of me that I just gave up my
No, now that I'm driving again, I'm letting it all out at one
That's a
time.
10.
So
Okay.
It's a
10?
10?
if you're,
What about
if you're
you?
watching,
You're a 10?
officer,
Oh, wow.
wasn't me.
What about you?
I'm about a 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm mellowed in my older age. I do know my son, Ben. Oh my God. He's 10 plus.
Yeah.
He freaks me out a little bit. It's like, calm down, man. And driving in DC is no picnic either. But
Molly gets road rage for me. I had to stop her from flipping cars off on my behalf.
I think you got something to do with that, Tom.
I was fine and mellow, and she just had enough of
Are you
it.
sure it wasn't you that caused it?
Yeah, I'm a grandpa driver. Sammy Hagar saying I can't drive 55 because he rode with me one time.
That's getting close to home, but okay. Moving
All right.
on.
right?
What's your biggest kitchen fail?
That's
Oh,
clever.
God.
Moving along, my biggest kitchen fail. I would say I haven't cooked for so long that I guess I'm a total failure now.
Aw.
Biggest kitchen failure is me.
That's it. I can't point to anybody. It's bring it home, warm it up, hope the microwave works, and turn it to
You know
her.
your way
She
around the
cook.
microwave.
I
All right.
sure do.
Mine is, according to my kids, cooking healthy food because I'm killing them with my healthy food, and
It's true.
they need the greasy, bad food.
Yeah, they
where-
flipped the
that's-
food pyramid
No,
now.
that's where I come
They
in.
just want to feed it to the COVID.
They say, can we come over for naughty food? That's what they say to me, naughty food. 'Cause, you know, they mean-
I'm killing them
Right.
with kindness. I don't know.
Naughty food. You call delicious food naughty?
yeah. She's a tofu.
Samara's very healthy.
She's the tofu stir fry queen. I'm the
So you
Culver's-
eat what my food eats.
Exactly.
All right. Well, when we run out of cows, you may want to have your head on a swivel around me. So you're probably delicious.
Was that a carnivore joke or a?
You got it.
Cannibal joke.
Yeah, cannibal joke. All right.
I was being subtle.
All right. Brushing your teeth or wiping your butt. You have to give up one forever.
I thought we weren't going to be asked these kinds of things.
You didn't think you were on the third floor either. Welcome
I'll,
to the
I'll
rails.
brush my teeth because I face people face on, and you can always just wash off in the shower, I guess.
Hey, that's a good one.
That's not a bad idea. That's
trying.
good thinking.
You know. You?
I'd rather wipe my butt. I want to be clean. I'm very into cleanliness.
But you eat all that healthy food.
And I
You
eat
should
the
just
healthy
rocket a
food,
turd
so
right out.
I eat
And
the
it
healthy food so my teeth will be
cleans
clean
it on the way
automatically.
out.
So all the roughage will clean it out. So I'm
See,
good.
we're
I'm
so
super
not
clean.
alike. So maybe we'll help each other.
That's
I'll
right.
wipe
You
her
balance
butt,
one
she
another
can
out.
brush my teeth. She's
Same
my-
brush.
Same brush.
You brush
Ew.
your butt? Ew, that hurts. That's terrible.
You got to get the hard stuff off.
Oh my Lord. My children, all the comics, it's him. I'm very clean. Always.
William, you were in the bathroom with her.
Yeah,
Ew.
of course.
Ew, bringing
It's
up
like
the past
barnacles on
5 seconds ago.
Why you got to bring up bullshit, Tom?
We're trying to put that behind us.
Behind
It
us.
only happened 15 minutes ago.
Or
And
10
I think Roz is scarred for life.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, I
saw her
changed his
expression.
diapers between classes. You weren't listening.
Yeah, but
Never saw a guy take a dump in a urinal before. I don't.
It's only because I kind of like ladies to change my diapers, but that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother
Older
show.
ladies.
Older ladies,
We're
of course.
professional changing diapers. We've done that.
She's got 5 brothers and 2 sons, so
It's nothing she
can
hasn't
do
seen
it.
already.
Yeah.
All right. You can teleport one time. Would you use it for travel or save it until you really, really need it?
Save it till I really, really need it, which is probably next week, but that's okay.
Yeah, Roz, don't buy green bananas now. You should probably use it.
back up the stairs. Come on.
You're right back up the stairs. You burned it. It was just 2 flights of
I am.
stairs.
I'm going to have a sugar loaf soon.
there she goes.
Samara?
Yeah, I would save it till I actually need it. Yeah, more about not immediate gratification. I can wait. Unlike my son, whose name is immediate gratification. He needs everything right away, and it's gotta be. And he has a way of influencing you to think wait, maybe he does need it.
I would
You
absolutely
should be an
save it. Who
attorney
would
like my
use it
dad.
up and then you don't have it? And even if you don't get a chance to use it, you know it's there. Save it.
No,
I
my
wish you'd
friends
save
would
it.
not. They
Yeah, I
all
can-
say
no.
Really?
bad.
I
They
can wait.
use it now because, you know,
With COVID?
with
Come on.
everything, with their
Where you gonna
money,
travel
with
to
their
with
food,
COVID?
they're old cuckers. What can I tell you?
Wouldn't it be cool to, if you can feel a heart attack coming on, just be like, I'm going to be the first person to die on the moon?
Actually,
There you
now
go.
I'm going to rethink it all when I leave this podcast.
Right? You can eliminate one fast food place. One has to go. William, what's your favorite fast food place?
Well, I would say, what's the place? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is your favorite? All right, Chick-fil-A's got to go. I want to piss William off.
Do we even have
Well,
it
then I'm
here?
not eating fast food anymore. It's the only fast food I eat.
Okay.
Do we have it here? I
Yeah.
don't-
Oh, yeah. We've got a
didn't
few of
know.
them now.
What fast food would I eliminate? Well, Ronald McDonald once told me that McDonald's isn't as good as Arby's. So actually, he told me that in confidence. Don't sue me. No,
We met him.
I would
yeah.
say, yeah. So booked him, but you
Yep.
didn't know who he was. But anyway,
Okay.
I think I would eliminate probably Whopper Burger because it's so delicious, but it's so big.
Burger
and
King's
greasy.
gotta
I'd
go.
have that heart attack you were waiting for. I want to hear my daughter's answer because
You know, it's
she's,
going to be a health
she's
thing.
never had a fast food. She doesn't know what
What are we
fast
doing here?
food
Let's
is.
go.
She thinks that's a quick stir fry. Fast food. Ask her.
It is. It's my meals at home, 5 minutes, and it's healthy. But yeah, I would say McDonald's because I think it feeds the most into children's addiction to bad food. And
Yeah.
I think that without McDonald's, I think that a lot of the children will be healthier.
Damn happy
Chase-
meal.
Wow.
You know,
2000.
I have taken time off from McDonald's like 6 months and then had McDonald's and felt awful the next day.
Yep.
Like I poisoned myself, but those fries are so damn good.
I know.
Yeah, everybody
Transition.
says that.
And the Coke tastes better at McDonald's for some reason.
Are we
does.
going to be sued? I
Oh
just
my
wanna-
goodness.
I'm the legal team. You got nothing to
I
worry
have
about.
any fast foods. I'm at her house getting those.
This
tofu
segment
meals.
brought to you by Culver's.
Yeah, that's her kid's favorite.
Culver's is great.
A block from her house. Not that I've ever been there on the way home.
On the way there, on the way home.
Yeah, and in between.
This one is kind of for Roz,
Uh-oh.
but everybody can answer
Oh,
here.
wow.
Oh, good.
Do you think men gossip more than women?
So you're just waiting
I-
for her.
I wanted to say,
Because she's
No.
been around longer.
I wanted to say no because, I'm a woman. I gossip with women. But now that I'm out and about, I think men are taking over everything. Metrosexual, cologne, spritzes.
Beta
everything
males.
women do.
White Claw.
Yeah, and they also like to gossip now and brag about their accomplishments.
See, but I
Conquests?
I think that
That's
comes
it.
from
That
years
sniff
of not
says
being
so
heard.
much.
I think it comes from years of not being heard.
No,
From
I didn't say
suffering-
it was bad. You
Right.
don't have to argue with me.
No,
I'm
no,
saying
I'm not.
it's
Yeah.
good.
But we've suffered silently for so many years.
And you want
Oh,
equality.
come on, we
now,
don't
too.
come close to women, even with the
Oh,
beta males. We
I-
don't come close to
I think
women.
we're
with
twice
the
as
gossip.
bad. I think we're
Are you
twice.
serious?
I
think so.
disagree.
Oh no!
I love gossip.
I'm with Roz
Really?
on this.
I no.
I do.
I'm totally
You,
with
you
Roz.
with me?
When I used to live in an
I'm with
apartment
him.
and the neighbors were fighting, I was like
Yeah.
right on the wall.
The glass. to
Yeah.
the wall.
No, that's like so basically Rory.
That's
he's like-
eavesdropping. That's not
my-
gossiping.
My husband
Oh, but I told
is like,
everybody about
my
it.
husband is like more
He
than my
loves to
girlfriends. I
gossip
come
with
home
me,
and then he
yes.
wants to know everything, every detail.
Yeah.
A real alpha male does not gossip.
That is so back in the day, before even my time, in the caves, actually.
That's right.
No, men like to gossip, and everybody
I
wants
don't like
equal
those
rights.
men.
Why shouldn't the
Oh,
men have?
I
equal
don't like
rights?
those men.
We're horrible. I don't know what you're debating, William. We're horrible.
Yeah,
We're don't
That's why
put
I
me
love
down,
you,
group. I'm
and
not
he's done.
horrible.
Yeah.
he's finished.
I'm not horrible. I
You
don't gossip.
gossip.
I do.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
I had you in class. I know everything about.
I've come a long way
everything.
since then, Ron.
Some of it
Your whole
came
bit
out
is
in the
gossip.
monologue, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Your
right.
whole bit is gossip. You were gossiping about all the penicillin shots you had to give these guys.
That's true. I did give penicillin shots for
You're-
people
you're
with
the
clock
queen.
when I was in the
See?
army.
Really, you're the
Gossip.
queen.
That is totally gossip, and not even kind gossip.
I've gone off the rails.
Oh, nice plug. That was very good. I like that.
All right, we'll give you one of them. Here you go. That's your reward. Enjoy.
What does he get?
It's his
That's what I
participation
got.
trophy.
See,
Oh.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard the ding.
All right. Do you eat rice with a spoon or a fork?
I don't like rice, too much carbs.
Then-
But here,
Yeah,
jam,
there you
I
go.
tell you.
Then there's one for
What
you.
kind of rice? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, see?
Jeez, there's more than one kind.
Organic.
It's gotta be
brown
sprouted. No, I'm kidding.
Sprouted.
Could it be
Yeah, I
brown?
think
Quinoa.
I use a fork.
A fork?
Because usually have vegetables with it. You pluck it up.
She eats one grain at a time. Takes 5 hours. to finish
Depending
the
on what
Chinese
you're
food.
having the rice with. Because normally I'll use a fork, but if I'm having red beans and rice, I'm spooning that shit up. boy.
Bringing the South in again.
That's right.
y'all.
Molly, how do you eat rice?
With a fork.
With a fork? All right.
Chopsticks?
Oh,
No.
I'm the chopstick
You're the
user.
chopstick
are
guy?
you?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I can't.
I have
Carpal
Dexterity
tunnel.
in these sausages for some reason.
I'd
Wow.
love to watch that frustration.
too.
I would too. Next week on this very show,
Next week, watch
Tom will display his
I will be
chopstick
catching
skills.
flies.
an hour of an hour of Tom eating rice with chopsticks.
It's not going to be sticky sushi rice either.
No sticky rice.
Oh, very good. She can read your mind, and I
Wow.
can read hers. That was very clever. Book her. Forget him.
All right. All right, Roz.
He's forgotten.
Yes.
What's the acceptable
Wait,
age
it's
gap?
COVID. Have
in
you been
dating?
tested?
Yes.
What? Okay, just
Age
checking.
gap.
He has been tested.
No, I'm kidding, sort of.
What's the most acceptable age gap in dating? That's why I touched you. It was a hint.
if you weren't taken. No,
Hey, she's got a championship
I
attitude, babe.
kid-
She-
Oh, wait. It's an open marriage.
Well, you know what?
She did see William
It's
in
hard-
the bathroom.
It's hard to, yeah, and nothing. I changed
And he
his
gossiped what he
diapers.
saw,
Nobody
so I
remembers.
know.
But he is adorable, and the women like him.
It's adorable, William.
But you know what? This is hard to say because with the men and the women and the equal, if I was a man and I said the answer, then I'd be one of those old pervs, right? A woman nowadays probably could be called the same, but I think it's because of my mentation with comedy. The age gap for me, I would like the younger men, not with my body, but with my mind.
Okay.
So you're a
So,
cougar. You're a cougar.
I'm beyond a cougar.
You're
She's a gilf.
No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a saber-toothed tiger. If you want to be perfectly
Snow
right.
leopard.
That's
Snow
what-
leopard. There
That's
you
what
go.
a guy said to me once. I said, I'm a cougar, and he knew me well. He said, no, you're a saber-toothed tiger. I never forgot that.
They're extinct.
They're extinct. That's what I told him. Clever. You learn well,
Very
my
good.
mentee. So that's it. The gap for me is ageless, but only because of the mind. But most of my friends, date like 90-year-olds or they're
So-
85.
So
and-
Roz, what are you doing later?
Hey,
Excuse me, not on the air, sir.
she's a lady.
I don't mix business with pleasure or sleep my way to the top of the podcast chain.
Our elevator goes down. You're sleeping your way to the bottom here, Roz.
I get you extra 5 minutes.
Wow. Which way?
Wow.
On the podcast or in real life?
Whatever way you want.
Okay.
Dealer's
I'll
choice.
take a twofer. Okay, go ahead. Her family's watching.
twofer.
Everyone I know is watching.
Wait, the twofer, does that mean
Oh my
my
God.
husband thinks I like
You're
want to
married.
Hey, her husband's watching this
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Watch
See?
him out.
And he
No,
said,
no.
let her talk. So I'm letting her talk.
Yeah, let her
talk,
talk.
Samara, talk.
Twofer is off the table. All right.
Yeah, threw me for a loop on that one. Okay.
Oh, good. I got it in too. I told her I'd get it into the husband. Okay, go.
So yeah, no. As far as the age gap, I don't think after a certain age. I think an age gap. I don't think there
Oh,
should be a
That's
restriction.
interesting.
It's
So
about a
I approve of you. Hi, Dad.
Oh wow.
Chris Beyer says half
Stepdaddy.
your age plus 7 years is what you do.
Wait, half my age plus 7 years. Oy. That's all my kids are older than that. So I couldn't, in the
think you-
40s.
Well,
They're in their 40s and 50s.
How you doing?
Ron says nothing is more
Yeah, how
disturbing
you
than hitting on
doing?
Tom's mom.
oh yeah, Ron's all over my mom. My mom is a dirty woman. That's where I get it from.
That's what I hear.
It was the sex comment from like eons ago. I think is how to keep their marriage spicy. I think that's what Ron's referring to.
Oh yeah, you should tell her that
Which one?
about what your mom said about
That was
you and
what-
your dad.
Was their 50th anniversary?
50th anniversary.
God bless them.
It was some anniversary, and you asked what kept their marriage spicy, and your mom basically said a healthy sex life. So
Wow.
Wow.
And he's scarred for life.
Now I have to buy another case of beer to
See?
forget that again.
and I think that was our first in studio podcast for the three of us. I mean,
Wow.
yeah, that was
Wow.
impressive. That was very impressive.
Has she
No.
been on the podcast yet?
Oh yeah, she's a
Okay.
fan favorite, but she makes me
Checking.
uncomfortable. That's why I think people like it more.
That's why we love it.
Did you say comfortable or
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable? Oh, I would say comfortable. He probably wants her back next week to spice up the rice talk. I'm just
Spicing up the rice
I'm,
stuff.
so, I'm
Yeah.
still wondering if I have a new dad. I'm just wondering.
Sure.
Never,
You
Papa.
will next week. Winky.
You know, they should have called you Papa 1 and Papa A.
Well,
Then no one's number 2.
right. Well, he was enjoying just playing with me like that. He's like, yeah, and he made sense. He was like, what do you care if someone else loves your grandchildren? I'm like, I do. I'm jealous.
I'm with you.
Sorry.
I'm with you.
I'm sorry. He's getting all that grandpa love that I should be getting. But then when I see them, the connection that we have, he doesn't have that kind of connection.
Right.
But I mean, like I did say, don't ever sit on anybody's lap. And she said, what about Santa Claus? And I'm like, there is no Santa Claus.
Oh,
Wow.
Your parents told you that because they love you. Tell them if they really loved you, they wouldn't lie to you and put you on the lap of some stranger with a questionable background.
So let me guess. You
Grow up. You're 7.
So right after that, you probably told him Santa got COVID and died too. I mean, that seems like the grandpa that you are.
I don't put my grandkids on my lap. I think it's inappropriate. I'll hug and kiss them on the cheek.
But you told him Santa doesn't exist. So Santa had COVID, right? You're trying to save yourself money. I get it.
I just
he
said,
just
he's
said,
not
"Oh
there.
my God, you burst the illusions of a 7-year-old."
Exactly. What kind of beast are you?
It's called a joke, people. I would
Please.
never say that to
My
her.
53-year-old son still believes in him, so shut up. He's watching.
Unsubscribe.
Roz.
Sorry, Gabe.
You get one of them.
Shout out to Gabe, believing in Santa at 53. God, his life must be great.
And my life's going to be over.
I'll give you another one.
Thank you.
There you go.
Rack
If you
him up.
add
Gabe
up the-
just
yeah.
found out there's no Santa Claus from watching the podcast.
And he-
Sorry, Gabe.
If I get how many buzzes before I get a prize of any kind or nothing?
You can go out of the treasure bin over there.
Oh
when you're
my
done.
God. I can't wait. Go.
What do you got? You want a flamingo stapler?
Ooh.
I have to look it over in very particular.
Okay. Well, let's get
price.
to
We
it
got,
now.
we got a nice John
We got
Cena
John-
over here.
Oh.
Beefy and within your dating range.
Yeah,
So-
but all the grandchildren would want it.
Right.
I can't
Hey,
say
if you take it out of its package, it loses its value, don't it?
Hey, that's the same thing she said when she saw you in the bathroom.
Yeah. William, took out your package, man. You're worthless
Nice
now.
one.
Nice callback. You're
It's
done.
Book 'em.
Joining. We're going to be joining the Big Laugh Comedy Network coming up here real soon.
Yes.
We're just getting all our ducks in a row. So we'll be on Amazon, Fire Stick, and Roku TV, along with every other freaking place we're at. Molly, we're everywhere, right?
Yep.
All right. Thanks for the help. Check out our new
That was a
podcast.
great answer.
Where Molly says.
Are you triggered yet? You used all your jokes at the wedding. You were pretty funny last night.
I was funny.
Yeah.
We'll bring it in today. Keep it rolling. All right. Check out the podcast. Are you triggered yet? I go on the road, stick a microphone in people's face, and make them uncomfortable.
Ooh, I love that.
It's also called Off the Rails. So
Nope, that's a whole different page. Check out Pop Culture Weekly. We're having amazing guests on there. We do that on Thursday night. Christopher Kai House and Molly and myself. Molly and I are now assistant directors of the Twisted Dream Film Festival, which
That's
means
awesome.
we got a whole bunch
Wow.
more stuff to do. Woo! So we're going to let Michael and William give some announcements coming up. Michael, go first. What are we doing in here on Wednesday nights?
Wednesday night we're doing a 90s, I guess. What are you laughing about? My
Ron,
long answer.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
He says I need to stop talking too much.
Yeah. No, we on Wednesdays we started a series looking at 90s alternative rock bands. 90s was a great time. Our first band that we're doing is the Guffs, local Milwaukee band.
Wow.
So-
Hey, you got 90s to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
So we were
I do
just doing
remember
some
them, though.
sessions. First one should be coming out probably within the next week, I think.
Oh, nice.
We just changed up our few things, but yeah, should be good.
Looking
coming
forward
up.
to it. That
Me
sounds
too.
great.
William, how about you?
So I will be in the World Series of Comedy 11/11. So I'll be performing at the LA Comedy Club in the Stratosphere. It is a competition with 101 comics from all over the country. And if I advance, so please, if you can make it, if you're in that area, come out and see the show. It's a 6 p.m. show on 11/11. And you can also stream it. They'll be showing the exact show live. So that's the 11th. And all
Very
the
cool.
information will be on the Off the Rails and also my comic page and my Facebook page.
Wait, can I save my teleport for that and go there?
Awesome.
I
There you
can
go.
be there in 5 minutes. Bags packed.
Right there. I'm with you.
Yay! I'll rig the boats.
You got a slow teleporter, 5 minutes. It's instant.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll wait till he's on stage. Then I'll go.
She needs 5 minutes to pack
Um,
her bags,
Here's-
Tom.
Kathleen Dunbar is going to be
Wait,
there.
5 minutes?
Wow,
It's only
and
been
then-
like 5
And then
days.
Buffy, who lives in Vegas, she's also going to be there.
Wow. Oh
Buffy
yes,
Lucas.
those are all my students.
Former
all in
students.
Vegas,
Yep.
and look at me. I'm here in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's great.
No, it is.
I love it. I've made
is.
this my home for the past 26 years. I love Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right. Well, you know what? I had stories, but I think we're just going to get into some interview here.
Okay.
So, William, you know these ladies a little better. I'll have you introduce them. And we were done.
I thought that was it.
No,
I'm out.
No, we
so
weren't.
We didn't even get started yet.
Oh, well.
And we're gonna have a bonus hour because this is too much fun. So, Roz, tell us what you're doing these days.
Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Okay, well, at one point I gave we won't go into years. I gave the business.
Excuse me.
Well, she earned the business. Wait, I was going to say she bought me out. I had no price. She kept putting money in my account. I said, no, I want to give it to you like a legacy. So I say I gave her the business, but she actually gave me a retirement. So, and no kidding. So then I retired, right? And I just couldn't stand it, to be honest with you. This kind of life, I could do this all day, every day. So I wasn't going to go back and say, I want back in and here's all your money back.
I want back in, but I'm keeping the money.
Yeah, but I was taking a lot of naps in
Hey,
those
what's
days.
the
I
name?
wasn't earning
Turner
my keep.
Talent. It's mine.
Yeah, and with the computers and all that, she was way ahead of the thing. I was still dialing in somebody. Do you want to take the job? No. Okay, next. Do you want a week to get someone to do Green Bay? So I looked for a job, and they were opening a brand new Borders Books downtown. And so I went to apply because I love books and shtick. Well, they had me unloading trucks the first day. I'll go faster, but everyone I knew, lawyers, doctors, all those kind of people, were gossiping. We saw Roz Turner on Wisconsin Avenue by the Riverwalk unloading trucks. They thought I was down on my luck, but that's what you had to do the first day, except I was in heels and all primped up. So it was not good.
Yeah.
So I worked when they had an opening in Fox Point. I went there. So 12 years at book selling and CDs. The funny part there, I did new monologues all the time, but they would come in and ask for 50 cents. And the other book sellers, all like half my age, would say, the change will be given to you at the register. I went, no, they're looking for a hip hop artist. Or they'd say the game, and they'd go, our game section is in the children's. So I ended up being in the music thing. Cut to the chase, Borders closed. I was there when the ship went down. So I now have 100 books on anything you need to read, which I read them during COVID. But anyway, and then one day I was walking around and said, I can't stand it. I can't go back again. So they were opening a new Metro Market. This is where I am now, in case anyone wants to come and say
She's
hi.
a star.
Go
I'm a
and
star.
go and
she's
see
like a star.
Roz.
So
She
I
loves
went to
giving
Metro.
food.
Which location? Which
one thing I have to
location?
say,
I'm
she
in
has a
Mequon
passion
Metro
for giving
Market.
food.
All right.
Mequon, plug for the store. I'm off legitimately. No call, no show. They got And so I was
Took a
selling in
vacation
the
day.
deli. I didn't know coleslaw from potato salad. I mean, I had been a mother, but I needed eye surgery, so I couldn't see anything. So eventually they said, everybody's gathered around you for a piece of turkey. We're going to make a new position. You're going to be the demo lady. So that's what I did up until COVID. I demoed and sold more than sometimes all 25 stores, but I would always have a crowd around me. I was like one of those minstrel shows, the buy the snake oil.
Mm-hmm.
And then COVID came and my kids all made me take off. And for 5 months, I went insane. Can you see this mouth sitting alone,
No.
quietly? No hugging. Well, I still haven't hugged anything yet, but no hugging, no talking, no electronics, just me. They can't believe I survived, but I am self-sufficient. I read all those books from Borders. I watched every PBS special on how to birth a whale and all that stuff. Really, a gorilla and their habits. And I walked and I napped but one day I called the doctor and said, this isn't a shtick either. I said, I'm going to get COVID just so I can have companionship. So she gave me a note and I'm back at Metro Market, people. Can't demo because of COVID. I'm masked, I'm hazmated, I'm everything, but I'm behind the scenes. bagging things. I'm getting my kindergarten gold star next week for bagging and twisting and doing. I was the cookie lady. I still am, but I bag them. I don't give them. And anyway, they found a position for me a week ago. I'm now the soup Nazi.
All right.
They
that's
brought
awesome.
soup back, but you can't serve yourself. So guess who serves you? Me. And I was telling them before, now if they want to buy a small, I say, no soup for you. You have to buy a medium. They say bread, like on the Friends. And I say, it's right over there, but you can have a free bag of crackers. So I am back out. The ladle is so big that an almost octogenarian has trouble with the ladle, but I clean up good after they leave. So that's what I've been doing. Plus being a grandma, as I said before, I train her 13-year-old son, Jaden. I've been working with him since he was 2. And when her husband has a party of some kind, I open, he middles, and then we get a comic to headline.
And the kid is hilarious.
As long as he doesn't blow me away, he's doing
I don't
fine.
think we came out up front and said Turner Talent Network is a comedy.
It's a comedy agency. Yes. I'm the Turner, but I'm behind the scenes. I should let her talk because you now know where to find me if you come to Metro Market.
I just want to say too, go down and get some soup from Roz. You will be in stitches. I saw another comic, Mike Coben, that went down and saw you.
Yeah.
And he said she had everyone cracking up. Go down and see Roz. It's like your grandmother or your mom giving you some soup, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
what
what
more
I
could
do.
you ask for?
But it's fun. I can't be. Yeah, this is a big outing for me today. It was worth taking off that big pay at Metro Market to come here. But I
well,
love
let me ask you this:
audience.
like, who are some of the comics that got their start that you booked in their first gig in those clubs?
William Krolowitz, perhaps you've heard of him.
Hey.
That's a shameless plug.
There's a lot of comics that I started with that didn't take
Tom
my
Clark?
class. Tom Clark, who's
Frank
made-
Caliendo,
Frank Caliendo, who's big.
Tony Miller.
He passed away,
He
but
passed
that's
away.
okay.
But a great comic.
But a lot of local people
There.
that I booked, Brady Street Comedy Troupe, and then the Nationals came in, and I ended up booking Summerfest, which was my biggest gig. 90 comics every summer. When she came, we did it together. 90. Can you see those deviant minds? I can't find my trailer. Where's my pass? I need a beer. I almost went insane, but I met
Such a
every
long
comic.
day and hot. And I mean, like,
I had heat exposure, but I booked everyone from Saturday Night Live to whatever, and whoever my kids wanted to see.
and she gave me an opportunity to work with George Lopez,
Yep.
Tracy Morgan,
Yep.
Wow.
this lady here.
But I would tell my kids, who do you want to see? They'd tell me, and then I would say, I'll let you meet them if you cut the grass. I mean, I used it as a bargaining tool.
That's smart.
But Samara did most of the work and the booking and the taxes and the this, and I just schmoozed, which is all I really do.
That's
good at
fun.
it.
We do
Yeah.
Summerfest every year when it's going on.
Yeah, they stopped.
They
comedy.
stopped the stand up.
We do it at Roy Rents Out a Stage, our
No
sponsor.
kidding.
So we're at Summerfest every year.
Well, at that
Absolutely.
time, I was the only agent who had a whole stage. You know what I mean? The others, but their agents made more money in one person than we made in the whole 11 days.
That
Wow.
JoJo's Martini Lounge, that used to be the comedy stage.
Mhm.
And it would be comedy, sports, and stand up
Yeah,
working together on either side of that stage.
yeah.
That was a great time. It was. It really was.
Does it mix well with music? Because we found out doing music shows that comedy and music aren't really.
Well, that's
meshable.
what they said. They also said that people were so busy watching the show they didn't buy enough beer. I disagree,
Mhm.
but they put in a bingo tent or something. I mean, I can't say anything bad. They were good to me for many, many years. But I find a comic opener for a music act can get the audience revved up. I remember when John Panette opened, who I booked, he opened for Frank Sinatra. And a lot of people came up to me afterwards and said he was more fun to watch. I mean, I think that there's a good combo for both.
Oh, yeah. Jumping. Everyone loved jumping.
Yeah,
That's,
so
I mean,
Well, he was the buffet guy.
you
right?
here
Yep.
for hour. Yeah.
You here for hour. Never come back.
he had heat stroke too. He spent his time in the trailer with ice packs
he
around
was
him,
hilarious.
But anyway, so did that answer your
She booked Joe
question?
Rogan.
William asked it. I was waiting. You said Samara was going to talk.
You want to get
It's not
in trouble
typical.
with the
I'm like the
husband?
silent
I
We
person.
was about
we're gonna
to
get to
say-
Samara next.
I
Let's see what
thought you
she's
had
doing.
questions for her, so I was waiting for you to bump
I was
me
always
off.
behind the curtains. I'm used to
She did all the work, and as I say, I did the schmoozing.
What was the question again? No, I'm kidding.
No,
So
go
you
ahead.
just want to know my background. So
Sure.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
you do.
so I still have Turner Talent and we're still active, but with the COVID, a lot of my stuff is kind of on hold with distancing, but I've followed my passion in fitness and health. And so that's basically what I do for the most part, more nowadays, but I still can book, I have booked things on the side and I have my stuff is ongoing, but yeah, I'm passionate about health and fitness. And
Do you have a website?
I do. Yeah, if you go to my Facebook page, it's all on there. But so Samara Paliubisky is the page, or you can check me out on Instagram. Which
Molly
is
will bring
Wings
that
to-
up because we're
Wings
not
Not
going to
to
attempt
Shine,
to
but
spell it.
I can put it on the if you have like a link or something.
Molly
but-
will throw it up
Could you
right
Yeah,
use
now.
throw
it
it
in
up,
a
Molly.
sentence,
so yeah,
please?
if you just do you need me to spell my name?
I'm like, you're saying that I can throw that up, but that means I have to spell that.
Go ahead, spell
Paliubisky, Biski.
Boom.
Done.
That'll be up there.
So I had followed a fitness program for about 6 years, and then in that I realized that to be in better health, you also have to follow I've always followed good nutrition, but I saw a lot of people had trouble with it. I grew up in a household that things are not directed towards full because you don't know. People are just not aware of all the tools you have to really follow a healthy lifestyle. So I felt my fitness program also offers a nutrition aspect. And then when I watched what they were sharing with others on things that people don't know, then I became a mentor in the coaching business. When I was
So you're more of a life coach, or
yeah, I'm a fitness, health, nutrition coach. I'm not a doctor. However, like talking to various doctors, they don't have a nutrition background, and that's basically they're treating symptoms, but not what actually helps you get into better health. And especially with COVID now, this business has spiraled much more than you need laughter, obviously, but then the whole mindset and health is incorporated with fitness and the nutrition aspect. So, I fell into I happened to be talking to somebody. I just was connected on Facebook with somebody that just happened to be in my fitness videos. And then he asked where I was with coaching. And I said, I'm not a coach. I'm passionate about the whole business. And so now I'm just sharing what I know that's worked and given people results. And so I've helped people literally take control of their life that don't know how to get there.
And she also has a psychology background, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
The nutrition, the psychology of why you let
That's-
yourself get in that situation.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she
because
said
of-
she's not a doctor, but
I'm not a doctor,
she's got a
but
she's one on
psychological
TV.
background.
Yeah.
So and growing up in a family, I hope I'm not like overstepping, but when you grow up with your children, you learn there's a whole environmental thing that the food industry feeds into to feed their kids, to giving them things with products that they become addicted to, just like alcohol or drugs or anything else.
True.
And they don't realize you can actually learn. If you become addicted to healthy foods, you're not going to have that addiction to bad foods that are going to actually help you in the long run, and you can live a healthy, long life, and it'll defy your age. I'm so passionate about it, and I have children myself, and when I see how the addiction of
Sugar.
sugar, there's different things. I mean, it goes into, but there's a whole background of Chinese medicine that literally you can actually defy your age and not fall into the addictions of bad foods. And
So how does a guy like William on a comedian schedule?
I mean, this is how it fully connected with me when this whole thing with COVID and my industry kind of shut down a little bit.
Mhm.
I was like, wait, now I can actually help my comic friends because hopefully I don't get emotional now, but this is how like I am so passionate about it. A lot of my comedian friends, and they know because some of them I talk to directly, that dealing with depression and like bad health and because they're being on the road, they don't know how to, they were not trained with eating healthy, and nutrition is a huge part. Fitness is another aspect, but they literally are like dying inside, but they're making everybody laugh, and they like the whole nutritional aspect, and living on the road, and just like they think it's more cost effective to eat unhealthy food and this type of thing. It's totally not that.
And a lot of times you get free unhealthy foods for
you get
some
free,
of the gigs
exactly.
that you work.
I got a question. So normally over here, yep.
We're looking.
So normally for work, I travel pretty much every week as a on the road comedian or things we do.
Yeah.
So I kind of fall in that same trap. So hearing you talk about this, it's very intrigued. So without totally getting free advice, because we don't want to put you in that boat.
And I'm totally free. My advice is always free.
What are simple things that you would advise somebody, especially it's not just professionals and comedians and actors and things like that, it's also mom, it's also seasoned travelers, people like that, which could apply as well. I mean, what's the basic advice?
The basic advice is basically you have to have some form of movement most of the week. I mean, like for me, I have like I realize like with dealing with my anxiety and things like that, people have different things. I am like almost like an over-exercise. I like need exercise to like run my body. Some people don't need as much as me, but if you have like 20 to 30 minutes of exercise daily, or at least 6 days a week, you can have a relaxation day, you can actually up your health benefit hugely. But the fitness portion is not, it's not the main aspect. About 80% is your nutrition, and it's so easy to eat healthy, and you don't have to like love all healthy foods and that, but it's all trained in as children you're given treats and things, and people become addicted to that, but you actually can untrain that, and actually you might say I don't like vegetables. I can actually train you to like vegetables. I mean, it's
shock
and
therapy.
It might sound crazy, but it's like it's literally like.
Fine, I like it.
But if you're on the road constantly,
there's
it's very hard not to eat shitty, for lack of
it
a better
is,
word.
and then
Absolutely.
it's a lot of it's about like label reading. If you're buying something, also going to restaurants, there's simple ways to do. I do it. I can tell you, my husband is like used to it. It's like I won't do it any other way because I can't like understand like not doing that because I've trained my mind. It's a whole like process, but a lot of it isn't like motivation. It's not like somebody might be overweight and not be like an overeater, and they might be an undereater. Actually, there's so many different aspects. They might just not like have a little bit of extra fitness that they need to add to it. There might be certain additives in their food they're not even noticing. I mean, there's so much about label reading. I could go into the whole thing about that with people with ADHD and things like that. I think there are different labels on things we put on our kids, but a lot of it is like read your labels on your food. That might actually help your kids, and that's not saying that parents are not like doing what they know,
we'll talk more later.
I was gonna say you could
I'm like so bad, but I can totally help you.
I was
free,
gonna say,
like talking to me.
I was gonna say you could do a whole podcast and then everybody would listen.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
No, you're right.
Because she's right about the
I want to get in the school system. It's like
right.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. I mean, I'm gonna be 80. She's 75. So I mean, look at what she does. No, I'm serious. She teaches me to read labels and I tease about the kids, and in my defense, I did raise them all with full meals, but I was the candy drawer and so on and so forth. She knows occasionally.
And one thing, I don't know if I have time, but one thing with her, like that we did have growing up, we had any cereal that ever came out, we had it.
Oh, I was big on anything new.
Because she offered it, it was like, oh, it's there. I don't even care. Like I wasn't addicted because it was like, all right, we can have it. It's not like
it just came out with Lucky Charms all marshmallows.
Yes,
I saw that.
I saw that. I've been looking for
delicious.
it.
Oh yeah,
it's only marshmallows. meals.
my family members were
But
like,
I did do full meals, but I felt
Gotta have
by
some
keeping
crunch.
it out, and all these kids who were deprived would come to the candy drawer. They always wanted to sleep over.
and
at
they
my
still
house.
know about the candy drawer.
They still
I was at
talk
my high
about
school
it. They're
reunion.
50
They're like,
years
"Do
old.
you still have the candy drawer?" I'm like, I moved out many years ago. I don't
But
know.
in respect for her fitness regime, people still ask me if she's out of Nicolay High School. I go, what are you kidding? She's an old lady. She's
I'm
Oh,
shocked
oh,
because
please.
when I knew her nearly 30 years
And
ago,
she
she
hasn't
was a
aged.
teenager. She
She
looks
hasn't
exactly the
aged.
same.
there. I done
So
my
she's
bit. I
definitely
birthed her. That's it. I birthed her. Let's not forget that. So,
job.
anyway,
Yeah,
I
you did a
think
good
I
job.
did. I'm, what do they say? Don't follow me. I teach, but I don't do. Or
Do
what-
as I
do
say.
as I
not
say.
as
So
I
how
do.
many
Not
sons
as
do
I
you
do.
have? How many sons?
5.
5 sons, 1 daughter.
One her. That's
Yeah,
why
one,
it's
yeah.
rough for her. Not
She's the
because there were
princess.
6 kids and health food. She was in the middle, and they all bullied her, made their friends pay money to peek in her room. She had a
Wow.
very shattered childhood, but she turned
did,
out
yeah.
great. She's my best
That's why
friend.
I'm starting counseling soon, but
That's
even
why.
though I was psychogram, like I think I need a
She was
counselor
afraid
now.
to eat. They ate everything. They were carnivores. A pickle was a salad. She's the one who then rebelled. So we could
Yeah.
go on, but you should
Yeah,
have
getting
a
peeked on
podcast.
all
Yes,
the time
yes.
builds character.
Yeah, and
Yes,
she's
yes.
got most of it. I have none, but go
According to
ahead.
the men's room story, she got it from you.
Yeah, who is peeking in on me
She
today?
got the best of all
Hey,
of them.
that could be a whole segment. Who's peeking in on William?
I'm
today?
telling you.
Did she give you a massage at the urinal?
No,
So you
she
better
didn't.
not bomb
No,
on this
she freaked
monologue.
out. She opened the door and goes, "Oh, William's in here."
That's
Whoop.
because I was told to go
Yeah,
in there.
it
It was
it
set
It
up.
was my
Why
fault.
did you send her into the
Because
men's
I did.
room?
We didn't know where you were. You said you were going to the car. I never
And here was the
expected
worst part. She came out. She's like, he shook it 6 times.
it. I didn't.
You couldn't see. It
I
was too
said,
dark
how-
in there.
I
I'm
said,
peeing in the
how
dark.
could you
I'm like-
send me in there?
I'm like
And
3 times is
I was
sufficient.
more caught
than
up
that,
with
you're
the
playing with
stairs and no elevator. That's
That-
still
that was
killing
my
me.
fault,
I've
and
been
I
up and down
apologize.
100 steps.
it. Yeah,
But who's counting?
we tried. I didn't know you were in there pleasuring
It's no
yourself.
big.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
I
my
was
God.
not. I was not. I hadn't even started peeing. I
And then
just
even
walked in.
started pleasuring myself.
Right. Yeah,
I got
those
the
are my-
routine
Those
to
are
get
my
to it.
students. That's my
I was-
I had
students.
just unzipped.
I was just romancing myself. I hadn't even got to the fun part.
It was just foreplay, okay? Oh my goodness.
You're never gonna live that one down.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm
It's not the first time I've been walked in
I'm
on.
gonna make sure of it.
So how does when you deal with your comedians, they're in places that are just giving them free alcohol. How does that fit into the nutritional thing with you?
Actually, alcohol's on my plan. No, so I think in
Drink up.
moderation. Yeah, drink up.
Protein.
Flip.
So I think in moderation. I know I do have
That's it.
actually people in my program, and there's something to modifying your sugars and things like that. So to me, alcohol in moderation is fine.
A headset there, William. I was trying to catch you, buddy.
Oh my God,
Lord.
yes. And he's
Watch
not
it.
one of my clients right now, but I'm trying to get him to. One
If he
too
doesn't
many-
break his
one
neck
too
trying
many
to
over
get a
there,
beer.
William, no.
That one here. I don't know what you were doing earlier.
Is this live? It is.
It
It
is
is.
live.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey,
He
William,
was
it's
not
up.
my student. I retract.
So yeah, I think as far as
I think he's blowing his nose in one of our off the rails shirts right now.
In the popcorn.
That's okay. Poor William alone.
What's he
William.
doing?
She's right. though.
Actually-
in moderation.
We go an hour, William. It is 58 minutes.
No, I'm good. I
He's
still have
got
my
it.
halfway.
I'm
mine.
good.
Oh.
Okay. No,
I'm
so
here.
no, so I think alcohol because I've been asked that, and generally with anything with your sugars, you're supposed to follow how much sugar. So if you're gonna have like more alcohol, then I say eat a little less. But I mean, obviously, just in general, you're supposed to watch your sugars. But like if you're gonna have alcohol, you have to do it in moderation, and yeah, it's not like just like anything. And it's also. The way I direct people, it's not total restriction. I mean, I have people on my plan that are hugely well into shape and very fit, and they have donuts like once a week or whatever.
Yeah.
So
My
I don't
daughter
like
She's
for
right.
me, like I don't eat cake or it's just not something desire, whatever. But
can
like,
you
if you-
overdose
you
in
can have a-
moderation?
you can overdose
You
in
betcha.
moderation,
Yes.
and actually they say you should, because your mindset, it'll help you that way to offset. Like, you can have that treat, and then you can, and it's fine. It's not gonna, like, you're not gonna be in bad health if you have a donut or a piece of cake at a party or whatever. So my family, like, they eat like fun foods or whatever you call it, and that's part of the mindset thing, because you don't want to restrict yourself, but you do gain a certain, like, almost addiction to healthy food that you won't miss it later. So that it's the whole thing is, what, as you're younger, I think people are trained to be addicted to certain foods that are unhealthy, and you think you need that, and when you go the other way, you won't even know how you even started that way.
You also
It's
find out, as I found out through her, that you can actually save money by buying healthy foods. I mean, I learned that a box of donuts cost, you could buy a lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and fill up, because my one son, who's overweight, is now a vegan, and he still uses too much salad dressing, which is bad, but he's transferring to veggies for filling up. You have to be full or you're going to break your
Right.
diet.
So that's another thing as far as filling up on fiber and that. But I mean, there's a whole thing. I can't wait to talk to you, my new dad.
She can.
My new dad. I love my new dad. It's like love at first sight. I love my new dad.
I'm gonna take her to lunch afterwards. So join us at Tofu Central, where I'll be.
In my mind, I'm already there.
Yeah.
Well, here's the real question. Halloween is next weekend.
Okay,
How much
hilarious.
toilet paper is going to
That's so
be
funny.
in your trees?
Probably a lot. No, I'm just kidding. You don't know, because we like give out the candy, but
Here's your
so,
tofu
no,
square.
it's so funny because so many people are in it, and when I was younger, we'd always gather the candy,
6
but I don't think
kids
I ate a
going
lot of
around
it. My brothers
twice.
did, but it was like not a thing for
Twice.
me. But
She
'cause
liked
I
the
remember,
walking part, but she put her candy it was up to the ceiling with the
It's like
can
about as
6
much as
times
you
around with 6 kids. Can you dig it? But she's gonna hate me because I left a bag of trick or
No,
treat
so-
for her boys and I said, "Don't show your mother till I've gone home."
No, so Halloween is. I mean, I'm my kids, like, they do the trick or treating, but I'm more of like, what can we give the other kids healthy that they hate it? That
Yeah.
like, it's a
Your
little
house
bit of a
is
trick.
known.
It's
Don't go
like,
there.
Yeah,
There's
but
this big
throw
red
it and-
cross
yeah,
painted
my
on
husband
broccoli.
wants to give
Yeah.
extra, and I'm like, you're poisoning the neighbors. It's like it's kind of a
She's the
mindset
only
thing.
one who liked the dentist with the toothbrush, toothpaste,
Oh.
and dental floss. And I would wait to get them all their new toothbrushes at Halloween.
They're kids. You
liked
get their
that.
starter teeth anyway. You're going to
Yes,
get new
I
ones.
know.
She liked
Burn
it.
them out. Burn them out.
So yeah, it's a little bit of a mindset thing with the trick or treat. My kids have like the treats and
They're
stuff,
gonna
and
have
I don't
some
like hold them
candy.
back from cake at birthday. They eat unhealthy. I mean, it's like now my son is driving. He's like,
The-
I'm going out with my friends. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's going to fast food, but okay.
Your son's
So it
driving?
just happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
How old?
16.
Oh, my
16.
God.
Gonna be 17. He picks me up. Now.
Oh, you have teenagers?
I have teenagers.
Both
Yeah.
of them are teenagers.
Their names are. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're entitled and rolling eyes. or
Oh
their
my
It's like
God.
they're basically.
You're having
like-
fun now, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I'm happy she's gonna see the rolling eyes.
Don't
They're
look at me like that, Tom.
Molly's an eye roller.
oh yeah.
Bad.
Yeah,
Why
youngest
I
is
like
a
her.
professional.
Stop
Yeah.
making me
Yeah.
roll my eyes.
Yeah.
Molly's also a teen.
Except no, when he needs like something like a piece of toast, it's like, Mommy, I don't know how to use the toast. And he's an A student. My youngest, he's like, hey, can you make me toast? It's like, just throw it in there. No, I need Mommy. Like, you know, it's like,
Yeah, we got one of those that can't find the garbage.
Yeah.
You know, literally leaves it on top of the counter, like right above where the
Of
garbage can is.
course.
Man.
But mommy's serving up
Yeah.
soup at the
Mommy's
Metro
yeah,
Market.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Right.
Mama.
Be
Yeah.
sure and go see
Grandma,
Roz.
Grandpapa.
Yeah.
I'm Rara, in case anybody, my grandchildren call me Rara.
Rara. It was-
Grampy and Rara.
I would
Look
have
at that.
thought Bubby.
No,
No, that's
she
all
had
the
some name,
others.
but then it's like, yeah,
They're all
Brendan made-
bubbies, nanas, all those guys. I'm the only
They
Rara.
made it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brendan, that was
The
Brendan.
oldest
I like
ones
it.
called
Yeah,
me
it's
Granny
It's like a
Roz.
cheer. Rah,
Yeah,
rah.
yeah,
That's-
totally.
Now you got
Yeah.
it.
It's
You're
awesome,
quick.
of
You should
course.
do
There you
comedy.
Even the dog looks for the like she brings a treat.
He's
Yeah.
bringing-
She's all into the giving food. Like,
I
oh my god,
snuck
the dog's
two-
like,
I
where is
snuck
like,
2 into
where's
them
that
while
lady
she
that
was
brings all the like
upstairs.
unhealthy treats? Because even my dog eats healthy. It's like Then she brings all the like.
Just 2, because
Yes.
I knew she would smell his breath or something. Anyway, we
What have you
just-
been feeding my dog?
Yeah. Those little
If there's
T-bones.
extra poops on
I weighed his turd and it was heavy.
You think
There was
I
a
know.
lot of fat
you
content in
thought
his
that was
poop.
comedy? You just told it like you were looking in the window.
That was a spike in my graph that I've been
Yeah.
charting for years.
Grabs the
Taking
dog's
his blood
snout.
sugar.
What did you get into?
Oh, that's
3
great.
ounces heavy today on that turd.
Oh my god.
Rah was here.
Are you
wasn't
giving
she?
out candy for Halloween?
Yeah, we do. Well, honestly, in our neighborhood, I
There
have to,
is
like,
no
I
more
mean,
trick-or-treating,
can we give out candy this year? Because we were like waiting for the memo. Like
Oh,
our
yeah.
Yeah,
neighborhood, they said we
Washington just
couldn't.
put it back on.
Oh, did they? Okay, because
Yeah.
I didn't
I don't
see
know about
that memo.
Grafton.
You better
You have to have
I better go
gloves
get some
on when
candy.
you're handing the candy out. Or?
I'd
Yeah.
hold the bowl.
Some are
Yeah.
getting those fake
Or
hands,
you leave the bowl
slide.
out and then
Oh,
it's
don't
all
leave the bowl
done.
out, 'cause
don't
one
leave the-
kid
I know.
will get all the
because that's
candy.
my son's friend
That's-
like did that. Like
you have to
and
get
then he ate the
rid of
bowl.
those
The
candy
friend
bags.
ate the bowl in one
It's
day.
all
Like,
scary.
So what happens in trick or treat if you dress up as a COVID patient? I mean, is that something that's acceptable? So
No,
as
they're
you're
going to
getting-
be pushed out the driveway. Yeah, it probably will be a popular costume. I'm betting.
Yeah, it's my son said I need to get a costume this year. I said wear a mask and you're good.
Yeah.
There you go. And
A
I mean, look,
hazmat
with the
suit.
weather changing,
Yeah,
it's like I
it's-
don't mind the mask so much. It kind of protects your face from the
Right.
cold. It's
I
like,
have
hey,
costumes
all right.
for work, but matching mask, everything is Halloween. But I think it's going to be scary. Everything's
There might be
scary.
about a lot of bank robberies
Yeah,
this year. I don't know.
2020 has been very spooky.
Molly, are we getting
Yeah.
a pumpkin today so you can do the carving?
Oh yeah.
Be sure to spray it though, because
Did you ever find those pictures that we could see about
Molly
her
has to look.
carvings?
I'm just putting one
She's
hole
very
about that big
artistic.
in the pumpkin
Oh,
this year,
the
and
one-
then I'm
the-
done.
The spread cheeks one. And you are the one to the spread cheeks.
Molly's
Yeah.
a great pumpkin carver.
Wow.
So we'll
Nice.
get that today.
That's
Expert.
all you'll be doing this Halloween, right?
I want to hand out candy. We didn't get to do
Well,
it last year.
so you're saying in Port? Do you live in Port?
We
I do.
live.
Oh, you do.
And
Okay,
it
We
is
live
so,
in Grafton.
okay,
Yeah.
so and we
Oh,
can hand out.
neighbors.
I don't even know because I was literally like still looking.
I
like,
live in
where do you
Cedarburg. Are they
find-
going to have that
Neighbors.
walk, that
Neighbors.
famous walk that in Cedarburg?
And they
Oh,
live
no,
in
I
a
think that was
they live in a
canceled.
haunted house as well
Wow.
for
Wow.
Halloween. They,
Oh, really?
For real? Yep.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Very
It's nuts.
exciting. No, but we always go on that walk, and I keep up. I'm better every
Yeah, we
year.
do the
first year
Cedarburg.
was-
The Cedarburg.
As long as there's no steps involved.
Yeah, the walk
Yeah,
goes
there's
through
no
the
stop.
studio
Yeah, we
now.
do
You
that.
gotta
Yeah.
go up and down.
We
When
go up
are
and
they
down the
having
steps.
it? That's all
It's
I want
coming
to know.
in
We
this
need
building.
Tina
You got to
to
go
come
up
back
the
and talk.
steps, down.
I
the
won't
back.
be coming here. I said Cedarburg.
I want to do the
Grafton.
dance thing. Like we need to do another show at the dance thing here.
We got Zumba downstairs. We got
Love
Trinity
that.
Dance
Oh my
Squad right
god,
next
that's
door.
my
Wow.
thing. That's my other thing. So
You should sign up.
yeah, I love it.
First class is free.
I could
Wow.
serve
Class is
soup.
free.
We can all be about business.
Are you the
That's
instructor?
how they get you.
No.
No, but I don't mind walking in to see all the ladies
I
doing
know, yeah.
Zumba or the ladies
Crazy.
stretching over there.
It's
We're
doing
gonna
very,
love
it's very
it.
hard to get them concentrated on Wednesday night. I mean, my,
'Cause that's when the
Yes,
the
exactly.
pretty ladies over there are
Yes.
like got their feet above their head stretching in yoga pants.
Walking down this hallway, I
Right.
literally had to like walk
Molly,
in
is
here.
this
Like,
it for him? Are you going to be running the whole show? And
Yes.
he's in the men's bathroom with William.
We're warming up.
We're stretching. We're getting ready. We're
that's
stretching.
We could have an
fantastic.
empire.
I'm coming on Wednesday for sure.
Empire here.
You were you were coming earlier too, so
You
that's,
could be on a podcast, get a fitness class.
Yeah.
It's
I
hump
serve
day.
soup, and we're the
Yes.
new Kardashians. That's
Yeah.
all I
sold,
can say.
sold.
I like
Oh,
it.
William's like, Roz, what took you so long?
No,
You've been replaced.
right now William's doing the math in his head. Half my age plus 7.
I'm in.
No, he's saying, can I get a reimbursement
too
of my
old.
tuition from those classes
Uh,
for the grandchildren, of course.
well, ladies, you want to stick around for a bonus episode?
Whatever you say.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
What do
that
you
sounds
say?
great.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I did not expect it to take the nutritional turn.
I was
I don't
going
even know how
to
that
lead- I
happened.
was going to
I-
lead
I always,
into
like,
it.
I think it was good. I think it was
I
good.
said you should
Okay.
have a whole.
I don't even
You
know how
should
that
have a whole
happened.
thing on that because she could
I agree.
love
break it down
You're right.
and
Hey.
the comics or people
I
who
can't believe
watch
I have a new
this
dad.
could tell you.
That's hey, right
7:30
behind you. You see the
7:30
show? As
Wednesday
my mom
nights.
calls it, get off the rails.
Yeah,
So-
I like it.
So, all right, everybody, we will be back. We're going to take a little bit of a break. And remember, we're not good enough.
Thanks for tuning in, Universe.